Hi there and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you how to make very simple bookmarks. And I'm going through all of my art that I created and see if there's anything I can use from just like past pieces that would be a nice little bookmark for someone. So I settled on these two pieces. They were something that I wasn't really using. So I'm just going to cut them into the size of a bookmark that I would like. I'm not going to make it too big, and I'm just going to make it usable because I'm going to give one to my son and one to my sister. These are great little stocking stuffers or something that you can put into a card for someone's birthday. It's really just an easy thing to make. You just have to make sure that you measure them out so they're a size that people will use and it's not too bulky. I am making these today with a laminator that I was gifted, and it kind of inspired me to get going on this project. So I'm using front and back so that the back side of the bookmark isn't blank, and I'm just measuring so the two sides look similar, but they don't have to be exactly the same. And I'm using a little paper cutter that came with the laminator. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. So here you can see that they're measuring the same, and I'm just going to put them together with a little medium. The first one I used is my satin medium, but if you find that that isn't working great, you can also use a gel medium. It's a little bit thicker and it will kind of adhere heavier papers together easier. I'm just putting things on it so that they'll stay down and won't curl up at the edges. This was a little card that I made on a bit of thicker paper. So I'm doing the same thing, just measuring the size. I'm just kind of eyeing it up. I didn't measure for any kind of specific size to make, and I'm just matching them as I cut them. Once I can see they're kind of fitting together pretty well, I brought in a little corner snipper just to round the edges. I just like how that looked, and I wanted to try a different look for this bookmark rather than the sharp pointed edges. You can get this at any craft store, but the Laminator also has one. I just wanted to use a different rounded edge because there's different sizes in case you didn't know. I didn't know that. But again, I'm using this satin medium and just kind of putting it on with a paintbrush, moving it around, and then adhering each side to the other. This one turned out to be pretty thick because the paper was thick to begin with, so I wanted to give it a little extra time to dry. So this is the laminator that I was sent. It is the QFUN, and it has that paper cutter, it has a hole punch, and it also has a really cool little corner clipper like I was talking about before. So they all fit into the actual system right there. They have their own little spots. And here is the actual size. It's not real big. So the bookmarks are dry. And what I'm going to do is put them into the little pouches that the laminator sends with the product. But first, I'm just doing a final trim because they adhered nicely, but there's some edges that are showing differently on each side. So I just want to make sure that I like what I see. So I'm just writing my son's name for his bookmark. And then here are the different pouches that it came with, different sizes, so you can kind of play with them. I'm going to put two in one and laminate them together, and then I'll trim them after. So just put them tight up next to the top of the pouch. And it's all warmed up. And you just slide it through. It's really easy to use. And it's kind of cool to have a laminator and do different things with. I can only imagine all the stuff I'm going to laminate now. So you can see it's a little more stiff. And then I'm just going to cut them apart and trim the edges. I always try to remind myself whenever I'm using a new tool or I'm trying a new method that it's not going to come out perfect the first time. If it does, great, but if it doesn't, that's pretty normal. And it just takes practice to use things a certain way that I like. So what I did was I put it through again after I trimmed it, just to try to seal it again to see if it would kind of seal it a little better, and it kind of worked. And then I did the same for the other bookmark and just kind of resealed it to see if that would have the same effect, and it did. This one was a little trickier because it did have a little bit heavier paper, but it turned out great. And for the final accent, I just put a little hole punch at top and added a ribbon so that could kind of stick out of the book. So thanks for following along today. I really appreciate you being here. I hope this was helpful in your art practice, and I hope to see you again soon.